All right, we are live. Welcome, folks. Captain Rolls is back again. And he's grinning like an idiot. So, live chat this evening with the man of the hour as he has arrived back in Pennsylvania after being gone for, I don't know, close to a year. I can't remember exactly when we met up last year. Oh, man. Yeah, so I don't know. Not a whole lot to discuss at the moment. Considering we just got started, probably give it a few minutes for people to join here and I don't know, just hang out for a little bit. Yeah, Mr. I'm so special because
I'm a Bachman Stanley. Yeah, I brought him along because Jack didn't come along this time.
Yep. I'm going to try to close some stuff here to somebody want to contact you via phone.
Your mama. He's live, Penny.
All right, apologies for that. We are back. By the way, anyone watching right now, give me a heads up on how good the quality is because I'm not seeing saying here connection is unstable. So I don't know. We're probably like 240 pixels right now. Internet in my neck of the woods has not been very reliable this past week. That's your provider.
Hey, you want to see how you guys are?
Uh-oh.
You're blurry.
Yeah, like I said, 240 pixels. Mrs. Plowbender, folks, there she goes.
Yeah! I look like crap. Why?
She made her appearance. That's all that matters.
Why?
Oh no, it's Ricardo.
Hey, Ricardo. Wait, let's bring him up here. There we go. What's up, Ricardo? How's it going? It's been so long since last time. Let's try to keep this formal. That's not going to happen. Oh, man. Good times. Okay. I don't know. Where do we begin?
That is a good question. Where do we begin?
Well, like I already said, Eddie's back again. I guess a good discussion to start with is, what's going to be happening this week? What's going on? What are we going to be? What kind of trouble are we going to be causing? I guess. Well, pretty much this evening, it's basically just sit back and chill because, well, the guy just got here after a 5-hour drive. But Wednesday is going to be pretty much booked for us. We're going to be out here early in the morning because we're actually heading up to Y-Bridge Hobby Shop in Oil City to meet up with Jesse, the owner. If you guys recall the meetup of last year, we basically spent the whole day there. Pretty much going to be doing the same thing this year. He's made a few upgrades to the layout.
Yeah, I'm really excited for that.
Apparently it's a full circuit now, so we're not going to be doing end-to-end running like we were last time. But, I'm curious to see what all he's got done and, see how things have progressed in basically a year's time. But yeah, we're going to be hanging out there morning, afternoon, then afternoon, evening. We're going to be heading over to the Clarion Club, which I don't think I've featured on the channel for a good while, actually. I think the last time I actually did a video on the Clarion Club, we're going clear back to, I think, August of 2022 when I met up with YouTuber Zack Attack and his brother, which, yeah, that's 3 years ago now. But that's pretty much Wednesday. Thursday, we're heading back to Gary Lasher's layout in the evening. I don't know what all's going on during the day. Friday and Saturday are kind of unknown at this time. It's kind of one of those deals. We know what we're doing, but at the same time, we don't. Some of this is planned, some of it, whatever happens.
We're just winging it.
Yeah. But, man. What the hell is this?
It's my water.
Why is it in my personal space?
Oh, poor
Not
baby
my
Plow.
fault. Your whole workbench is a wreck.
Oh, you should have seen it last night before I cleaned it.
Yeah, you showed it. It was a mess.
I can believe it.
It was like that for a while.
Oh, yeah. Way too much stuff going on. So, yeah, that's basically our plans for the week. In terms of, what all we're going to be doing online, yeah, we're going to be posting some stuff like, tomorrow, for example, I'll have posts throughout the day of like various stuff what we're doing, and we're planning on shooting some video and what have you. I'm trying to think here. I think Friday, don't take my word on this, but I'm thinking Friday we're going to be doing another live chat. I've not scheduled that yet, so I don't know exactly when, but we're going to try to at least do another one here sometime this week. So those of you who may be tuning into this after we've already done this stream, if you might have missed us live, well, you'll have the opportunity to maybe catch us again here. What else? Not really sure. But I don't know. I guess we can move into some show and tell. What do you got for us, Eddie?
Well, aside from this thing,
I mean, you could start with him, and
so yeah, I went to the NMRA convention this year, and I saw the prototype Stanley in Bachman USA's booth, and I knew it then and there I needed to get myself one. So.
Yeah, I'm quite impressed with this model myself. I think I might end up getting one as well. I like the fact that Bachman has been trying to expand on the open cab designs. I mean, yeah, it's a little disappointing there's no detail in the cabs, but I think for the most part, it's nice to have them open. You can fit a crew or what have you.
Also, the fact that the coupling hooks are actually more scaled down rather than the gigantic ones of the early models.
Yeah, I definitely think that is an upgrade.
However, I'm still not too pleased with the fact that they use this style of coupling, this longer mainline style.
Yeah, Eddie and I were actually talking about that there last night. I personally think it would be beneficial if Bachman would look into the slimmer couplings. Do you have an example somewhere?
The NEM pockets?
Yeah, well, actually, you had some in the box, I think. But, I mean, you guys probably know what NEM couplings look like, but...
Well, this thing's got them, so...
Yeah. I think he's pulling out another show and tell piece, but, I mean, in my opinion, I think those particular style couplings, because I've seen them on other models Eddie has converted, I think they look better because, they're not this giant, loop, basically. That one doesn't have them fitted.
No, but you can probably just make out the pockets, though.
Yeah. New model that Eddie got sometime, I guess.
Okay, this is the little package. Okay, let's go.
Oh, we got a detail pack.
Yeah, it needs the hooks and chain fitted as well.
Does that have actual screw links, or are they molded?
Well, they're actual screw links, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, need to borrow this.
What else?
Here we go.
Yeah, a little orange thing there. That's the LED that I blew up.
Oh dear.
So much for that.
Come on.
He's trying to fit the coupler into the pocket.
Okay, yeah, that's one thing I don't like about them pockets because they can be a little bit annoying to fit. Aha!
Aha! Found it.
And I lost it. There we go.
There we go. Sorry, folks. A little bit tired.
Here we go.
And Chris has joined.
Yeah, this is a lot better than the very bulky mainline couplings that Bachmann uses on their Thomas range.
Yeah.
They're
Like-
not as distracting.
Yeah, like I said, the ones that you converted, I just think they look a lot better, personally.
Yeah, you're not as distracted by
And
the
I mean,
couplings.
I don't see it ever happening, but I think it would be in Bachmann's best interest to do the conversion.
It's kind of weird because their Bachmann Toad and that new open blue coach, they both have NEM pockets.
Well, the Toads.
In Toad's case, they're just using basically a Bachmann UK tooling.
Yeah, but still.
But the blue open coach, that's a brand new tooling.
Yeah.
That's going to have NEM pockets. So it's like, okay, why don't they just do that with all across the whole range?
Yeah.
It makes it a lot more universal, too, because you can actually get Katie's to actually go into those NEM pockets.
Yeah, but in my opinion, Katie's just don't look right on European stock.
I mean, I'll give you that, but again, it kind of makes it more universal.
Yeah.
Well, not universal, more, what's the word for it? Well, I guess universal is a good word for it, but it means just for those who kind of don't like using, the tension locks and stuff like that. And, or in cases where people don't really have much UK stock either.
That guy.
Yeah, I love it.
If you love it so much, why don't you marry it?
Yeah, Corey. Don't ignore that.
It's Peter Griffin. All right, he's trying to find something else, I guess. I guess I could show, since Chris is here, I guess I got something to show off here. I never got to Micromark to order a set of these, but apparently Eddie has gifted me a set of axle bearing reamers. So looks like I got a set of these now and I don't have to buy them. Oh, look who joined.
Oh, Mr. Rowe. He made it.
Maybe he's still wherever he's at. He's just tuning in temporarily.
Maybe.
Welcome, Douglas. Nice to see you. It's been so long since last time.
That's not the only thing I gifted you. You know that.
Yeah. But I mean, it's still, rather interesting.
Hello, Nathan.
Nathan, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in.
What's the wheel looking thing?
think he's referring to this other one. No idea.
From what I understand, that's kind of get around like axles that have like the coupling boxes like mounted to the truck. It's to get around that, because I actually had to use that for reaming out.
That would make sense.
Actually, hang on. I'll bring out the one that I did that too.
Truth be told, though, I think this is the first time I've ever had anything DCC concepts in my hands.
Yeah, here you go. So before as soon as I got those, I had to test them out. I tested it out on this Pemco. You can see right here.
Yeah.
Me with that one that has on the center, that would just.
Yeah, you wouldn't get that in there.
You wouldn't be able to get it, so that's what the other one's for.
To answer your question, Nathan, I can honestly say no. In a way, I'd kind of like to, because what is it? NRM, I would love to check that out someday. I just don't see it happening.
Oh, the National Railway Museum?
Yeah.
In York?
Mm-hmm.
Same here. I would love to see all those.
Well, let me see that for a second.
Yep.
Michigan Central.
Yeah, that came from the Scammers Hobby Shop.
Scalpers Hobby Shop.
You know what I mean. But yeah, you used to have the plastic wheels, and I put the Walthers ones on there.
What did you told me something about Pemco?
Oh yes, they were started by some disgruntled Tyco employees that were embezzling money from the company.
History lesson for you folks. Pay attention.
I thought it was funny. Well, they put in some of their own money, and they were redirecting some of Tyco's funds into starting their own company.
Yep. And a drop.
Good job. And mostly because I can't remember. I think it was Hobbyline, or like Tyco had recently at the time had gotten in some models from a defunct company, and these employees are like, "Oh yeah, these are so cool! Like they got all this detail and everything like that. We're gonna make Tyco a bigger name model company." And Tyco's like, "Yeah, no, we're just gonna go ahead and remove a lot of this detail, make it molded in, and going to heavily modify these to work on some of our pre-existing chassis and stuff like that." And those employees were, needless to say, they were pretty pissed. So they pretty much were like, okay, if they're going to do that, we're just going to start our own company. And better yet, we're just going to use Tyco's own money to do it. And from what I understand, they only lasted like 2 or 3 years before Tyco kind of sued them, because they found out what the hell they were doing. And
yeah.
And I think they took all the toolings that Pemco had done too. So yeah, this is kind of a neat little piece of model railroading history.
I wouldn't know that, Nathan. Duchess of Hamilton, very beautiful locomotive.
Yeah, I want to get one, just not in the streamlined casing.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't care for that.
It looks like an upside down bathtub. Let's be real.
I just don't like the look of it personally.
But when she's de-streamlined, she is gorgeous.
Yeah. I don't know, maybe just call me old fashioned, but
so, yeah.
Oh, that's the.
Yep, that's one of the things I got from the convention.
Yeah,
when I saw this, it was an impulse buy.
Yeah, Eddie went to Nationals and was it Novi or Novi?
I believe it was Novi.
Yeah, that we were gonna try to meet up there this year over the summer. Just
unfortunately, it just did not work out.
No, I just could not take the time off to go there. Knew a couple guys from the train club that went. But
I wish I knew which ones went, and I would have met up with them.
yeah,
But then again, they wouldn't know anything about me, so.
yeah. Oh wow, that thing's even more beautiful in person.
Yeah, this has kind of been a favorite of mine to run at Redford.
There's another thing that has changed since our last meetup. He's an official NMRA member now.
Well, technically, my membership's going to run out at the end of the year, so.
Well, then you might want to renew it.
It's not like I really care. I'm part of a model railroad club anyway, so.
Well, I think you need your NMRA membership to be a member of the club.
According to them, not really.
I don't know. I guess it just depends who you are. Yeah.
Even if you don't run it, it's a nice little display case.
I mean, I'm looking at that and I'm thinking to myself, it's like, was that what the manufacturer planned on?
Well, like it just being a display piece?
Well, to have that option, because, well, I mean, why else would you basically include a case like that? I mean, Chris is saying to renew it.
Fair enough. I don't want.
Well, I think, back me up on this, Chris. I think if I remember right, if you're a club, like in our case, for example, if we set up somewhere, I think that in order for people to be there at this event to like participate with the club, I think you have to be an NMRA member because the insurance requires it.
That's probably the case, yeah. That sounds about right.
Oh, you're cool, Nathan. No problems there.
It's all good, man.
And I'll be honest with you, that talk to speak, it doesn't always work that great. Definitely been there.
Why don't you show some more of your stuff before I... Oh, okay.
All right.
That's one thing I hate about this.
Well,
right now.
while we're on the topic of the Nationals and Novi, Michigan, although I couldn't go, Eddie did keep a watch out for specific pieces for me. And I basically told him, anything that's like Buffalo and Pittsburgh and Shawmut. Yeah, backing up here for a second, right there.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, I mean, like if your club were to do something, you might have to be a member just, for insurance reasons.
Absolutely.
But, I basically told Eddie, I'm like, if you're at this convention, you find anything, Buffalo and Pittsburgh and Shawmut, LEF&C, I think maybe a little bit of Conrail stuff and Paducah and Louisville, because I'm one of these guys, I'm doing a little bit, but I'm not doing a lot. So, I don't need every single thing out there. Nope. But I was kind of surprised. Eddie messaged me. He happened to come across this Atlas model. And although it's not Buffalo and Pittsburgh, it is Genesee and Wyoming. And it happens to be an MP15 locomotive, which I think he has had out and run on his rolling road a little bit.
Just to test it, make sure it works.
But
should I grab this for you too?
Yeah, you can go ahead and bring that over here. But this model is basically DCC. Has a price tag of $119, but I think you said you paid like $80 for it.
Like somewhere between 80 and 90.
Yeah, which personally, I don't know if any of you guys have watched these G&W locomotives on sites like eBay. These things go for crazy money. Like I'm thinking this model here, I mean, I'm taking a shot in the dark here, but I'm saying at least $200. Something like this would go for an auction, which I think is ridiculous. But that's
just a livery.
Yeah, that's how it is. I think it's one of those deals, though. I was told you can pick up some really good deals at train shows, and this is an example of that. I will go ahead and
pull it out so people can take a better look at it.
Yeah. Now, this model, it is weathered. which I'm not too overly concerned about.
It looks good though.
Yeah. But now I guess we can
take the price tag off of it.
Yeah, that doesn't need to be there.
Oh wait, no, that's the address. Okay.
I mean, for the most part, it doesn't look too bad. Like I said, weathered, but I'm okay with it.
Horn's broken, but that's about it.
Yeah, something else on the roof here. I don't know if that's a.
I think that is a horn.
Horn antenna. Oh, piece is still there, but yeah, for the most part, I don't think this is too bad. Nice unit, and like I said, it is DCC. Someone actually wrote on the bottom here, number 45 DCC. So, and I've actually got another G&W MP15 here. This is clean, but it's a different number. And this one, I did put a decoder in it. Sadly, it has no lights at the moment because I kind of blew up the LED. Resistors, folks, use them. But I think these two will look great together.
For sure.
Yeah, I mean, this one here, it's missing a few parts that I need to try to find replacements. But yeah, personal opinion, like I said, Eddie picked this up at a show at the Nationals there for what I thought was a pretty good price. And, I don't think you'd pick one of these up on eBay for $80. I just don't see that.
Definitely not.
But yeah, so even though I didn't go to Nationals, I still got something from Nationals. Win-win.
Do you think the weathering job is aftermarket?
I'd say so. I mean, I think it still looks good regardless.
Extra detailing pack.
I'm going to say that's another. I'm thinking that's just another draft gearbox.
Okay.
Is that all we got for? Oh, nope. Something else here.
What is that?
I have no idea. Identify this part, people. What is that?
Actually, I wonder if that's like some kind of a tool or something.
Is it magnetic?
Maybe.
I don't know what I got around here that's metal.
Like maybe. Okay, that's magnetic.
I wonder if that has. I wonder if you can control lights or something via DC. I don't know. Interesting, but.
Yeah, now you have, technically matching units.
Oh, I guess. I don't know if that's what you're referring to, Nathan, but like I said, I'm thinking they're extra draft gearboxes for the couplers. But, hey.
Might need
throw
to
that in the trash.
Might need to give that a test run at a Y-bridge, maybe.
Oh, I'm looking forward to that.
You'll have to pair it up with 46, though.
Yeah. Well, I think 46. I've still got the decoder I put in there. I didn't even program it yet.
Oops.
I guess that goes. What do you got next?
Well, I guess maybe possibly take a closer look at this thing, I guess.
All right. We're going to be checking this out. I'm going to clear some debris.
I've always wanted one of these. United States Transportation Corps S-160. This is the Roco model, and I've already pre-ordered the Rapido model too, which that one is 00. This is HO. I wanted to have an S-160 that will actually fit with everything else at the club.
Does that use NEM pockets or?
Nope. You can actually see it's slotted.
Okay. That was the one you said you had to order special couplers for it.
Yeah, special Cadies for it, yeah. It is tender driven though. That's kind of a little annoying, but in this case, I can kind of forgive it because it's tender driven and all the weight is in the tender. I mean, this is even die cast, the body shell.
Not bad.
That means it's got a lot of pulling power.
Well, I think that was the first time you went to the club there. I think you did send me some footage of that thing pulling, and it had like a long hopper train on it.
Yeah, a long ore hopper train. Yeah.
So
eventually, the plan is to actually repaint that to.
Oh, okay. That answers what that tool is.
Oh, okay. But yeah, eventually the plan is to lop the buffers off and actually repaint this to look like the one that's at the Aegis Steam Roundhouse in Ohio, which is in olive, U.S. Army olive drab green.
Yeah.
So it's gonna look a lot more Americanized. But yeah, I love the S-160s.
No, I'm definitely liking the look for sure.
It is a little small, though. I mean,
there's a question I'm kind of curious about.
It is rather small. I mean, compared to other consolidations in HO scale.
Not bad for cab detail. Quite a bit of stuff in there.
Another club member, at the Redford, they had a consolidation, and it actually kind of makes that thing look tiny. But I guess it kind of makes sense because the S-160s were designed to fit in every single loading gauge across the world. So it's going to look a little small here in America. So I guess maybe it being so small is actually accurate. I mean, heck, you got your Russian decapod over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, another club member actually has two of those.
Actually just knocked the horn off of that.
Good job.
Oh, it looked crooked, and I'm trying to mess with it. And
mind if I grab your decapod?
Nah, just be careful. I think the tender's actually disconnected from it. It hasn't run for a while.
Yeah, the Russian decapod's not really all that big.
Yeah,
but you can see how small the S-160 is compared to it.
Answer your question, Nathan. I've been to Pittsburgh more times than I'd like to admit. Not a nice place, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I kind of knocked the horn off. It was crooked, and I tried straightening it, and
well, you can glue it back on.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I think somebody already tried to do that, which is probably why it was crooked. Yeah. So, well done to me.
Yeah, well done.
And yes, I'm very proud of myself.
And then there's the other thing I bought for you, too.
Yeah. Personally, I think I overpaid for this. Or he overpaid for this, whichever. There was a seller on eBay, or as Chris calls it, Evil Bay. Very fitting name. There was a seller had a caboose I was wanting. I tried to get my hands on it earlier in the year, and they wanted, I think, like $59, $59.99 for it, which you might as well call that $60. I tried sending offer. I think I started like $40, denied. $45, denied. Going up. Basically, I used up all my offers, and it was one of those deals, and I hate sellers that do this. They won't accept your offer. They'll decline your offer every single time, but they won't send you a counter offer to give you an idea of what their baseline is. But it was one of those deals. I used up all my free offers, all my 4 offers. So Eddie later on this year helped me by throwing a few offers as well, which I think the person upped the price to like $60 some or something like that. But basically, at the end of the day, I paid what was the $59.99 price tag, I guess. not much of a deal. Personally, I would never recommend dealing with this seller just because I think it's a complete ripoff. But I guess at the end of the day, I got the model in my possession. I don't got to search for it anymore. Okay. But that being the case, what I have here is a replica of a caboose by the Pittsburgh and Shawmut, produced by Roundhouse. And of course, it's caboose number 197, if that'll focus.
Focus.
Is completely hopeless. But
Totally hopeless.
yeah, there it is in the package. I would really like to get my hands on the 196, but I think it's probably the same deal as this one. If I do find it, it's going to be ridiculously expensive. But no, I think that is the most I've ever paid for a piece of rolling stock, is basically, let's just say for the sake of arguing, $70-some after tax, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
But
at the end of the day, you have it in your possession.
Yeah, and you guys get to see me make poor financial decisions.
At least it looks good. I mean, it looked really good running around Redford.
Yeah, that's what Eddie first got this there. He did take it to the club and run it a little bit. But yeah, that's Caboose 197, which I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm thinking this was a former Lehigh Valley caboose before the Shawmut acquired it. But yeah, I do have, I think it's the 192, 193, and 194 cabooses, but they're slightly different. They're slightly different. I can't remember, the exact details. But not so much buyers, more so sellers, Nathan. In particular, this one that I dealt with to get my hands on this caboose.
Oh yeah, like that Gordon and Henry that you recently bought.
Yeah.
I think those are like $250 a piece.
I mean, let's be honest. It's only money.
Money is a material thing.
But
you're not going to be able to take it to the grave with you, so you may as well spend it.
Yeah. Well, it depends who you ask. See, the only thing I don't like about this, it's got the plastic Athearn scale head couplers.
Nothing a pair of Katie's can't fix.
Yeah. Plastic. But yeah, I guess a reason to throw that back in the box, I can leave that sit out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's Caboose 196. Looks basically identical to this, I believe, but it's in the bicentennial paint scheme. I came across one that was on eBay, which I think that thing was like $74 or something like that. That was one I didn't jump on, which maybe I should have. What do we got? Sign up for Athearn News. I guess this isn't by Roundhouse, it's by Athearn. Athearn is Roundhouse.
Don't want to lose those.
Please note all parts shown are applied to all models. Only those parts applicable to the prototype are included with finished model. Interesting.
Sorry,
That's just the paperwork.
I didn't mean to yell.
Hi, Mrs. Plowbender.
Yeah, I didn't mean to yell. I just wanted to say sorry. No!
There she is.
Would you stop? Why do you do this to me?
Because I like to show you off to people.
When I look like crap.
Oh, you're so good looking.
That's
Okay,
your
what
opinion.
do you want? If you like it, if you love it so much, put a ring on it.
Already did that.
That promise ring doesn't count. You don't want me to pop the question. We're all waiting for it.
Yeah.
Right,
All,
Eddie?
yeah, everyone watching right now is waiting for that. I'm sure they are.
You go.
Anyways.
Oh yeah, I want to make a big. I just want to point something out. I mean, yes, the mall railroad hobby can be very expensive, but it doesn't always have to be.
Okay, what do we got up next?
Well, we have an MRC F7 in Pennsylvania River, Brunswick Green.
Okay.
And this thing, high torque, 5-pole skewed armature motor, metal side grill and grab irons, dual brass horns, and interior detailing.
I like interior detail.
How much would you say this would be?
What do you think, viewers? Come on, let's see some comments. What do you think this is worth?
Oh yes, this is also DCC fitted, by the way.
All right. What do you think, people? Come on, start throwing some numbers. And while you're doing that, I'm going to go get a drink. And when I get back, we'll tally up the votes.
Mm-hmm. All right, we got $168 from Nathan.
You need anything to drink? All right, so you're good.
Everything's better with a little bit of okay?
All right, Nathan says 168. Who else would like to say their piece?
Come on, people. Sure, Douglas has something to contribute.
Yes, Mr. Rowe. We'll get to that in a minute, Nathan.
Yep, just hold the phone.
All right, you know what? Everyone's probably not going to guess it. $48.
$48.
DCC fitted with all of that stuff.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, well, what's wrong with it for
Nothing.
that price?
Absolutely nothing, except for maybe one of the horns has come off. That's it. Again, it's got a 5-pole motor. Yeah, there you go, Chris. You would think this would be a lot more, but no, this is $48.
It only has one horn.
Well, the other one has come off. It's
Yeah.
in here, just needs to get fitted back on.
Yeah, that's why they make super glue.
Yep. Holly says 145.
I feel like Holly's not as well informed about the hobby. Well, then again,
You want to take a closer look at it?
yeah, sure. Why not?
It's actually got a lot of weight to it, too.
Why does the engineer look like he's in a jumpsuit?
Maybe because he is. Like I
Oh,
said,
wow. Etched grills.
Yeah, those are metal.
I like that.
One of them is kind of bowing out because I think someone probably tried to glue it back into place and didn't do the proper job.
Yeah.
But that's probably something that could be easily fixed.
I mean, for the most part, it doesn't look bad.
It looks like something a lot more expensive than $48.
Yeah.
I think this is kind of
Then
my...
you got the KD 158s.
I'll bet you those probably were not original.
No.
I only have one theory on why it's so expensive, why it was so cheap, and it's not because one horn broke off. It's probably because MRC itself doesn't even exist anymore.
Now, or maybe that's what you got. You had a bag with this, didn't you? Because I noticed there's holes here in the roof. I wonder if that was to fit an antenna array.
I have to wonder. So yeah.
I mean, it's something that might have been left off of this model.
Yeah, actually, because I remember the Pennsylvania units actually have like grab irons that were fit on the hood, on the top.
I think that was your antennas.
Maybe.
I mean, for the most part, that's not a bad model, especially considering the price.
I mean, it's got a lot of weight, high torque 5-pole motor, metal side grill and grab irons, dual brass horns and interior detailing, and it's DCC fitted.
See, that horn's loose. So. I mean, for the most part, not a bad deal.
I think the model dates back to 1999, but it doesn't look like something that's that old.
Oh, that's the copyright. That's what it says on the bottom.
But yeah, from what I've been able to gather, MRC does not exist anymore, so I wonder if that might be the reason why it's so cheap. Because you can't really get spare parts for them anymore.
Yeah, but I mean, at the same time, you would still think that, well, if it's out of production, the manufacturer's long gone, that make it more desirable.
Exactly. It's my point stands. I mean, the model railroading hobby can be very expensive, but it doesn't always have to be if you look in the right spots.
Yeah.
Like I said, $48 off of eBay.
This is something I've touched on before, and I will say it again. Secondhand market, in my opinion, I would rather be willing to sacrifice a little bit of detail for an older model on the secondhand market before I'd want to pay the modern, ready-to-run prices. And I mean, this is something that me and fellow hobbyists have actually talked about on numerous occasions. Unfortunately, anything with sound these days, it's going to set you back over $300. I think it was Athearn recently came out with some MP15s, and there was a lot of people were complaining to the retailer about the prices went up on them. Well, you know, unfortunately, that's the thing. Anything with sound, it's going to set you back quite a bit. I mean, I think you might as well assume like a sound module is at least $100, you know, give or take.
Okay. I know that from experience with that F40 I've got.
Yeah.
I would show that, but it needs to have its front plow glued back on.
Good job.
Well, I was running it during an operations session. I think the plow got caught on some of the points, so it kind of just came off. What is retail?
You're going to have to elaborate on that one.
Hmm.
I'm a bit slow.
Agreed.
Let's see. Oh, we got a set of horn hooks. Yeah, because everybody loves those.
Yeah, I would just throw those in the trash.
Kind of wondering if those are what came on that.
More than likely, yeah. And the Katie's probably were originally in there.
Yep. I like Katie's, especially the 158 scale heads. I just think they look nicer than the number 5s, but never rode Amtrak.
Same here.
I
like Amtrak Phase 3, but I've never ridden on an Amtrak.
Yeah. I was down Stroudsburg, Lemon Place Junction there, rail fanned along Amtrak's line there. September of last year, actually. Hard to believe it's been that long ago now. Good times. Close the box, man. What else do I got to talk about? Show. Oh, yeah. So, I guess Eddie was at a show here. When was that? End of last month.
Yeah, somewhere close to the end of the last month. Yes.
He actually picked me up some vintage Lesney Matchbox stuff. Got a few pieces here. We got a Lincoln Continental, which somebody
repainted brown.
Yeah.
It was in a nice turquoise blue, so I don't know why somebody would paint that brown.
Yeah, you can probably just see the color there on the bottom. But it almost looks like they went over the windows too with something. But hey, the trunk still opens. But yeah, got that. We got a tipper truck, which I've actually got one of these already. This one here is actually missing the back gate.
Could be useful for parts.
Then we got a Rolls Royce Silver Shadow.
And somebody decided to put police on the side and stickers.
Yeah, now it says Pollock.
Yeah, because he pulled the E off.
Yeah, they're almost like possibly little vinyl letters that somebody put on. But
I don't see the police ever driving a Rolls Royce.
No. And then we got, what is this? This is a Denver
fire truck.
Yeah, fire pumper truck. It's missing the hoses on the other side, but still got the ladder. Overall, not too bad.
Yeah,
But
we got a pair of pullbacks too.
I guess I forgot about this. We also got the Kloss Combine Harvester, which still has the tires. Those are often missing.
Yeah, I was impressed with how complete that thing is. At the end of the day, I only paid like $7 for all of those, and vintage Matchboxes tend to go for a fair bit.
Yeah, I think a lot of it depends on condition and what have you. But then Eddie also picked up some Ertl stuff for me as well, $5 a piece for these, which I don't think was too bad.
Got those at the same NMRA convention that I picked up number 45 from.
Yeah, so these were at Nationals. Not a bad deal. Yeah, I mean, in a way, I'm a little disappointed. Wasn't able to make it this year, but see what happens.
Honestly, I was very disappointed you weren't able to make it, man. I was really hoping to see you.
Yeah.
At that point.
Oh, I would have loved to. I'm sure if I'd have gone, I'd have found more stuff there that I probably would have wanted. But
yeah, and who knows when we'll actually see another one of those conventions in Michigan.
Yeah, I heard about that, Nathan. They're finally breaking ground on that project. But the craziest thing is, I think they've actually been working on getting the ball rolling since, I think, 2014. And I mean, you've got like that Mountain class and the K4 that are out. I think the old rivets, the 4800 GG1. You know, you look at some of those compared to what they were in the 80s, and it's like, it's sad. I mean, like the K4, for example, I know I've seen photos of that when it was fully restored. And to just leave it sit out and look like that, why? But I don't know. Hopefully this roundhouse project they're doing, I would love to see that completed here. You know, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's going to be completed before 2030, but I would definitely like to see that done and those locomotives get the attention they need. Personally, I don't think they should have been left
outside to rot.
Yeah, no reason, in my opinion, they should have been made, put out there and gotten to that state. Then again, I'm not the one running the museum, so, what can I say?
Right.
All right, what else do you got to show?
What else do I have to show?
Something I'll bring in here, since Eddie's off doing whatever he does all this time. Actually got this, I think, about 2 weeks ago. I picked up another one of these LEF&C box cars. This is 1288. I already have 1288, but the problem with the 1288 I got before was when I purchased it, it was, put it this way, the car I got was not the car in the photos because it was actually missing the lettering. The graphics looked bad. So I basically told myself, I'm going to try to get my hands on another one. The other car was actually missing one of the steps. Little steps on the ends there was broke off. But I found one the person had for, I think, only $6. Snatched it up, and doing is the chassis on the car I received wasn't as good as the body. So I ended up swapping the chassis out with the one I had before. And besides that, when I put metal wheels on it, I had already done the spacing and such to get the height correct. But basically, I've got a nice looking LEF&C box car now. The other one, which is actually right here, and I'll bring that in. Yeah, you look at the graphics, and yeah, that's bad there. You're missing almost all the A on the Lake Erie. But my plan, and you can see steps missing right there. But my plan for this car is I'm basically going to make the necessary repairs to it and weather it, which I'm a little intimidated. I don't think I've really weathered a car, to this extent that I want to do with this one, but you got to start somewhere, I guess. And then this is the chassis from the other one. It's got plastic wheels, so that's definitely going to need upgraded. But that gives me, I think, 5 or 6 LEF&C cars now.
Mister, I'm so great because I have bottled water.
Oh, this is a good one right here.
Sonic Models Great Central Railway 9N/A5.
Come on, people. You know what that is.
It's a little Pacific tank engine. Well, when I say little, it's not so little.
No.
It's a big boy.
No, I doubt it's a big boy.
Well, it's big for a tank engine, is what I'm saying.
Is that DCC?
Yes, it is. And sound.
Okay. So that's basically a dummy plug then?
Yes, I believe so.
Let's try to zoom in on this a little bit here. Beautiful.
Yeah, I saw this announced from, well, it was actually a partnership. It was a commission job from Rails of Sheffield, from Sonic Models, who apparently had only done N-scale models up until this.
Now, if I remember right, that was one that you got last month?
A couple months ago, actually.
I know, I think if I remember what you said, it was one of the more recent ones.
It is one of the more recent ones, but yeah, it wasn't last month. It was a couple months ago.
Very nice. Sprung buffers?
Springy buffers. Also, interestingly enough, oval buffers at the front, round ones at the back.
As per the prototype, I'm assuming.
Yeah, because I'm assuming the reason why it's oval at the front is more for aesthetic purposes. And the round ones was just so it worked better with all the other pre-existing rolling stock.
Yeah.
Yeah. She is a gorgeous little thing. I've been running her a lot at Redford. And actually went ahead and after I got these, I ran her with them.
Oh, I remember. There's a story behind these bad boys.
Brass kits. Got them at the swap meet that I got the Matchbox cars from.
Are these lighted?
No,
Oh, that brass must just be a...
just to hold it.
What does that have? It's pretty decent.
It's more than decent. It's gorgeous, is what it is. Well, actually, no. That one's decent. This.
Ah, yes. Nice teak color.
Oops.
Easy, man.
May not be able to show up well on the camera, but it has emulated teak paneling on it.
See if we can get this in the right light.
That honestly, that really holds up to the Hornby Grizzly teaks that they're playing out now.
Oh, yeah. And it's brass.
Paid $25 a piece for them.
And what, you said you looked them up online and they were...
Yeah, I looked up the manufacturer online and basically the unbuilt kits, $280 a piece.
And I mean, when you look at these, you know, especially with this one here, you can tell that the person that did the job actually give a damn about what they were doing.
Exactly.
It's not just somebody slapped these together.
From what I understand, what the seller had told me, he inherited them from someone he knew that ended up passing away, and he had no money tied up in them. So he was pretty much like, "Hey, I just want these to end up going to a good home, so give me $25." Well, actually, I think he originally wanted like $35 a piece. I talked him down to $25 a piece.
And I mean, I think that's that was a steal.
Yeah, it's just my biggest issue now, I mean, is whether to keep them or make bank on them. Because if I keep them, I'm going to need more. And again, I told you what they're running for online.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those deals, like, my personal opinion, I look at these and I'm thinking to myself, well, that's probably like the bargain of a century.
Exactly.
It's like, and you kind of just want to keep them just because of the story.
That, and they look pretty.
Yeah. I mean, you could always have those two just, you know, for its own train, I guess.
Yeah, I kind of was running it with this on their, just this, and that, and those look so good on their own.
Yeah.
But I think, I think it would look even better if there was maybe a couple more coaches in the consist.
Yeah.
Actually, it kind of almost looks like Annie and Clarabelle when you look at them.
Is that the
Detail pack for the Robinson, yeah.
Yeah, they got molded chain couplers.
Which is a little disappointing because the Helgen Tango has, well, they're plastic, but they're still screw links.
Yeah. Can't get good detail, I guess.
Was there anything else that you had to show?
Not at the moment, I don't think.
Feeling tired there, Mr. Thompson.
I had an early morning.
There.
I'm gonna have an early morning. Well, not as early morning tomorrow, but early nonetheless.
Oh yeah, what about her?
Not a whole lot to say.
That's fair.
I guess something I can show you all here. This is a project that I toyed around with a little bit. Some of you probably even saw this at some point. I picked up the Bachmann high rail pickup truck. The prices I see this thing going for, I can honestly say it's not worth it. But basically, I found one for, I think, around $30, possibly even less than that. But I got one, and the plan for the longest time was I was going to, basically did what I did with the rail bus and try to clean it up, make it look a little more presentable. And this is basically what I've been able to achieve. Aside from the paint details, I've also fitted a decoder to it, which, it's in the cab because that's like the only place you can put it. But I painted, the front grille was silver. I ended up painting the bumper silver. Then I also added some black in and around the grill and such to try to make it stand out more. I would like to add some working lights to this at some point as well, but that's for a later date. I took time. The crate on the back, I basically painted the ribs because I figured, sort of looks like straps, I guess. I got to build a tailgate for this still. Also painted the back bumper silver, which I think, I don't know why Blockman made these details black. I think they look a lot better silver. And then I also took time, painted the rim silver as well. Trying to think if there's anything else. But I do want to put some decals on this at some point, just not exactly sure as to what. And as for the decoder in the cab there, at some point I am going to probably put some black on that to hide it.
Pittsburgh and Shauna.
Maybe. I don't know. I think this is a 1970s Ford, if I remember right. But basically I used that as reference when I was messing around with this. Yeah, it's a cute little high rail vehicle. You got anything?
Oh yeah, you were curious about this.
Oh, he's so adorable, so tiny.
That's the wagon I bought for about $3,
and it's made in China.
It had the
It's a China wagon. See, it says made in China. You're probably not going to see that. You said that was with a magazine.
Yeah, it was part of a magazine subscription.
Yeah.
Bought it for only $3.
I mean, it's not bad. You got the hooks. You got a little bit of chain detail. You got all the braking.
From what I understand, I think that is a clone of a Bachmann tooling.
Yeah.
I mean, because you can definitely tell it looks very Bachmann, but it seems a little cheaper.
Do you put the slim tension locks on?
Yeah, because it had like the really awful mainline style. And I was like, yeah, I ain't having that.
Yeah, but in a way, I'm kind of not surprised that's how it was. I mean, overall detail, not too bad on this little thing.
Honestly, probably just put a little bit of weathering and a load in it. It will look great.
What? This just came in like a little plastic box, basically.
Yeah, a little. Well, yeah, basically, like if you remember the old Ertl toys, it's basically like that. Just the. Actually, no. It's like this, but the back was paper, so
even cheaper than that.
So yeah, the packaging was very cheap. I mean, I guess it makes sense because it was packaged in with the magazine.
Yeah, you get what? That was probably like a mail-in subscription or something like that. So
yeah. Okay, that one rolls better than that.
Oh. Interesting fact. Hand me that boxcar. Interesting fact. I actually learned this from Chris. He was telling me, you go to put metal wheels on a piece of stock like this. He said about recommending inside the truck where the end of the axle is going to go. He said about you get yourself a pencil and you just go in there, turn it, put a little bit of graphite in there. It'll help your wheels roll better.
Or just do what I did and use the axle reamer.
Well, I mean, that works too, but your graphite acts as basically like a lubricant.
Fair enough.
Which, I mean, I don't think this is too bad. You spin the wheel there.
Yeah, I spent a fair bit of time on those.
But I don't have one here at the moment. Those Bowser hoppers I got, those damn things, I put the metal wheels in them and they roll really nice. I mean, I think Chris was telling me if you can get like 10 seconds out of a rolling, if you can get a wheel to roll for 10 seconds, that's pretty good.
Hi.
What's happening, Thomas Fan 123 Productions? Thanks for tuning in. I just realized we've been going on for over an hour now.
So?
No, I mean, I'm just saying, I mean, this is always nice to have, right here. I mean, now if we were doing it the other way, you'd basically be like on one screen and I'd be on the other screen, and
Yeah.
But
yeah, back to this. When I first put the metal wheels in there, they did not want to roll at all.
Yeah, and you will have that at times.
So yeah, the axle reamers definitely really helped. Like again, they would not roll at all now.
Yeah,
like butter.
Well, like I was saying, I had the same problem. This is what Chris recommended, was these axle reamers, and I borrowed one from him for some of the stuff I needed to do, and I basically said after using that, it's like I gotta get myself one. But
and now you do.
Yep.
Well, two.
Yeah. Like I said, Micromark, I know, is where Chris recommended getting those from, but I just never got around to it. What else? I'm kind of running out of things to. Oh, how about that?
Your Bowser box, your Bowser hoppers.
Yeah, these are Bowser cars I put wheels on. And the wheels on these, they spin beautifully. Still going.
Still going.
Still going. Still going. Still spinning. Slowing down a little bit. Stopped.
I mean, I'll bet you, given enough work on this, it'd probably be the same way.
Yeah.
But I think it's fine right now.
Well, I think with these, the thing is, this is a Bowser car. These are Bowser wheels. They're made to fit.
Yeah, this is a Pemco car with Walther metal wheels put on. So
yeah. I mean,
meant to be together.
Those of you that have followed me, you will know I hate plastic wheels.
Me too.
Unfortunately, I've got a lot of stuff here that still has plastic wheels.
Yeah, so, the Redford Club, they actually have a fair few cars that still have plastic wheels. I told them that's probably one of the things I'm going to donate is metal wheels. And one of the members, she was like, no, because she said she went out and said, we fit a bunch of those ore hoppers with metal wheels, and they grounded out the layout. So we just put them back to plastic.
I think at some point you'd be replacing plastic wheels because the flanges wear.
Right.
I mean,
I was one thing I recommended to her. Like I found out that you can get metal wheels with plastic axles.
I will say this with these Bowser cars. I had numerous derailment issues with these up until I switched to metal wheels. Now, granted, at the same time I did that, I also modified the bolster area, which I think helped things as well. But I definitely love these metal wheels a lot more than the plastic ones. I'm just going to put those back. I might want to take those with me tomorrow.
Oh, to Wybridge?
Yeah.
I don't blame you.
Probably take a few sets of them.
Maybe take these too.
Well, why would I take them? That's your...
Well, I'd probably take them is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Well, pretty much everything that's in the totes I'm going to be taking. So, well, not the big plastic one, but
yeah,
the one that's already in the carrier.
I still got to go through what all I have and figure out what all I'm taking tomorrow. That'll be project for tonight.
Oh yeah. Your favorite thing that I bought last year, I did bring back.
The Class 27.
No.
460.
Yeah, the thing I bought last year.
Yes, the one that took a crap shoot
At Chris's place.
Yeah.
Gary's place, actually.
well, Gary's Chris's dad, so.
But yeah, we got back that night and we just realized it needed a factory reset, and it was
Yeah.
These Paragon decoders are just awful.
I tore the thing apart, took the shell off the tender. I'm looking because you tried setting CV8 back to a value of 8, which basically resets everything. Didn't have any luck. Well, apparently there's a little button on the decoder you have to press and hold, and supposedly that resets the system. But I'm thinking to myself, why?
It's just so unnecessary. I have to question Broadway's decision making sometime.
Well, I think Chris told me there he's had countless Broadway models, and he just rips all that stuff out of them
and just puts his preferred decoders in instead.
Yeah. Well, we're talking about the same guy that'll buy a $300-some model, rip the guts out of it, and then spend like $200 to put a new sound system in it. Which, I mean, more power to you.
I don't think I'm ever going to do that to this, considering it's a limited edition. So.
Yeah. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff I would love to mess around with sound and such, but in time, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I got a lot of stuff right now. The big thing is I just want it to be able to run on digital.
Yeah, same here. I mean, eventually I want to upgrade everything to sound. It's just one thing at a time.
Yeah. I don't know what else.
I mean, I guess like at this point we've pretty much shown off almost everything that we've gotten lately.
Yeah.
I mean, we do still need to work on some of this shit.
Yeah. Got some stuff got to get prepped here for tomorrow. So that's going to be project unto itself. Trying to think if there's really anything else show and tell wise. I mean, not that I can really think of. But yeah, quite a lot of acquisitions and updates and things like that since last year. But I suppose, like I said, that's basically all we got for stuff to show. I got this little guy that I now have to fix. That's what must have added a little bit of edge where I notice weathering's wore off in places.
It's not that bad, though.
Yeah.
Could probably correct that.
Yeah.
Just put some rust there instead, maybe.
Yeah, clean it up and it'll just look dandy.
I mean, yeah, that does look really nice for an Atlas.
Oh, yeah. Atlas models really aren't too bad.
I mean, I just ended up getting a lot of their more cheaper ones. So.
Yeah.
When you get the more expensive ones, then you kind of see that they can be pretty good.
Well, let's be honest. Not a lot of stuff is really cheap anymore. And I mean, something I've noticed, some other people can maybe chime in on this if they want to, but I've seen cases where even the secondhand market is
a little crazy.
Yeah. I think a lot of it is you've got people like me that really don't want to pay these modern ready-to-run prices, so they're turning around to the second-hand market. Well, that's also driving up the second-hand market because of supply and demand, especially if you got some of these models that say they were released like 10, 15, 20 years ago, and they were possibly even a limited run at that time. But
I would know that from experience.
I'm telling you,
Jeez.
yeah, Jesse and I were actually talking about that there a few nights ago, and that's kind of where he's seeing it at, at least for models with sound. But I'm kind of thinking to myself on those, it's like, well, I think if you don't get them now, you're not going to get them. So I don't know. That's my wallet's definitely going to be hurting after that.
Yeah, probably definitely going to be hurting when we go to Y Bridge.
Why? You want to buy your Broadway Limited K4?
I mean, if he has one for sale.
Whatever, it's your money.
I mean, it would be nice to have a K4 to go with 460. That's the same manufacturer.
Yeah. There, you can get yourself a model of 1361.
Yeah, one that's not a Bachmann. Well, I say that. I don't have that much bad to say about the Bachmann ones. It's just, I guess they seem a little too plasticky is my one biggest gripe.
Yeah. Well, I was telling you there with your crab model, I was cursing Bachmann there over the weekend because...
you're cursing Bachmann branch line.
Well, honestly, why put a decoder in the locomotive? Why not just put it in the tender where there's a lot more room and it's easier to access?
I think it's just kind of similar case of it gets very fitty with the plugs and shit like that.
I don't know. I was so irritated trying to just get a decoder in that thing. It's like...
Then again, it's kind of why you really should just permanently couple the tender to the locomotive.
Well, another thing, I look at it this way too. It's like, if the decoder's in the tender, clearly there's going to be wires between loco and tender, which gives you an excuse to add tender pickups as well.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I apologize if there's any Bachmann fans here, but I'm going to go on a rant on this as well. I tried to fit Katie couplers. Get that out of my face. I tried to fit Katie couplers to all my models. And I had Bachmann models that, of course, they use the Easy Make couplers. I tried to fit Katie's to them. Every single one, I had to either modify the draft gearbox on the model, or I had to modify the Katie because the Katie's would not fit and move smoothly on the Bachmann models. And there was another thing, height difference. Like right here, I got the tender for the decapod. I had to remove some material from the back of the tender, and I think I even had to bend the Katie upward slightly to get it to the correct height, because for some reason the tender coupling on the tender is so low. It's like, why? And I mean, I've put Katie's on other manufacturers' models like Atlas, IHC, Intermountain, Athearn. Trying to think. I guess I have messed around with a Broadway Limited as well. But it's like, I've done this to other manufacturers' models, never had to modify the Katie or the draft gearbox on the model. Every single Bachmann one, though, I've had to do that with. My guess is because Bachmann uses the Easy Make couplers as standard, and that's basically what these are made to accommodate, nothing else. But I'm just thinking to myself, it's like, why? Okay, rant end. That would look so much better with the slim tension locks.
It would look a lot better. I mean, I did bring the slim ones, well, the longer slim ones.
Can you fit those on that, or
not without modification? I don't think.
Yeah, because I was gonna say,
because
for some reason they seem to have gone to that design in later years.
For whatever reason.
Yeah, but why?
doesn't make any sense. Why not just use what they've been using? Yeah, then again, I guess it kind of understands with certain locomotives like Toby and Mavis because of the cow catchers. But why do you do that with this one when you could have gone with the normal ones that have been fitted to like Rosie, for example?
Yeah, completely unnecessary. Sure, goodbye. Now we've been going on almost an hour and a half now. I'm thinking about wrapping it up here before too long.
Yeah, because we got some stuff we need to take care of.
So I'd say we're going to wrap things up here in about another 4 minutes or so. But, in the meantime, you guys in the chat, if you want to, have a little conversation or ask some questions or what have you, talk about a few more things before we call it quits.
Yep. It was a little expensive, but you still happy?
Yeah, for the most part. I just won't be dealing with that seller again.
Yeah, you'll just have to find another seller that's going to bleed you dry.
Again, what have I said?
It's only money.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I was talking. I've told a few people about this. Scale Trains, they are coming out with an HO scale model of Genesee and Wyoming 1899, the Heritage unit. I would really like to get my hands on one, but from what I've heard, the price. The spin cycle. Haven't seen you for a while. How's it going? Nice to see you tune in. Gonna be heading off here in a little bit, but you caught us before we called it quits. But yeah, like I was saying, Scale Trains, they're supposed to be coming out with G&W 1899, and I want to get my hands on that just because, well, mainly because I've actually seen that unit running on B&P here. I actually caught it back, I think the first time they had it out. I'm trying to find a photo of it here. There we are. Yeah, that was back when they were first running that. Was really, put it this way, I was not expecting that. In fact, I was actually expecting them to still be running the SD60s, not the Dash 9s. And yeah, that was quite a surprise. Was not even trying to catch that Heritage unit, and I did anyways.
Nice.
But because of that, I would really like to get my hands on that Scale Trains model when it becomes available. I think they're also doing another Heritage unit for G&W. I don't take my word on that. I'm thinking I saw something on that. Yes. A proto model.
Yeah, I forgot this is another one I had gotten from the from Nationals. Proto 2000 BL2. That's another engine I really wanted for a while.
Which Eddie actually brought up something with me there. He was asking, could you see this in Pennsylvania Railroad Brunswick Green? And I'm thinking to myself, yeah.
It looks very Pensy with the
shade. Personally, I think something like that, it'd be interesting to see a custom of it. I
mean, one thing I was thinking about doing, that F7, that Pennsylvania Railroad F7 that I got, I was thinking about sending that out and actually having it turn into a custom of Clinchfield 800.
Yeah. The only thing I'm not liking with this, which
is probably the handrails and stuff like that.
Yeah, everything's different shade. I'm assuming some of that is possibly the age of it.
It's probably also a different kind of plastic too.
Yeah.
But once it's painted up, you're never gonna see that anyway.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I'm guessing just from the time period, that's how it was. But yeah, I mean, if those detail parts, if they were the same color as the rest of the body, I think that looked pretty sharp.
Yeah, it's a good looking engine too. I mean, back when it first was introduced to the railroads, everybody was calling it the ugly duckling.
I can definitely see it.
Because it's like a weird amalgamation of the old streamliner body and the more modern car body.
Yeah.
It kind of inherited the problems of both.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely think it's interesting. Yeah, it's one of the more unique ones I've seen. But I mean, I wouldn't say it's bad.
I mean, I think it's a good looking engine myself. I mean, I guess its beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And this is the locomotive I got along with those coaches.
I'll get back to you here after the stream spin cycle.
Spin cycle.
The class 27. What?
No, that's.
That?
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's off of one of the that one right there. That'll have to be glued back on.
That should be easy though.
Yeah. I forget what model I had. One of those came off. The class 27.
No. Audi RJ37.
Oh. Okay.
Well, actually, no, J30. Yeah, J37, yeah. That's actually the locomotive I got alongside the coaches.
And that's another brass model.
White metal, actually.
Okay, not bad.
But yeah, in this case, I'm not really enthused about the heavy Katie's.
Yeah, I mean, my opinion, just look at that.
It doesn't look right on a British engine.
I don't. Well, that Katie's missing a spring, so it ain't work. Oh, they're both missing springs, actually.
More reason to get rid of them.
Yeah. Not a bad looking model, but I think it definitely needs.
It needs, the lining, needs the branding on the side, needs numbers, things
proper
like
coal
that.
load too.
Exactly.
For the most part, not bad.
Looks like a Hogwarts Express that guy's growth stunted. What? Oh, come on. I wouldn't say that. But yeah, supposedly, I was looking this engine up, and supposedly was the most powerful Scottish 060 ever built.
Scotty. I shouldn't do that. That might offend somebody.
But yeah, I came from the North British Railway, and that was absorbed into the LNER.
So you got that with the Teaks then? Yes,
I did.
Was that a bundle deal or?
It was a bundle deal. I also got $25 a piece for these, $50 for this, and then I got a transcontinental caboose thrown in for free.
Oh, I remember that.
I didn't bring that though.
Yeah, but I remember you were talking about it.
I didn't really see any point in bringing it. So
yeah,
because it's
didn't I tell you can leave some stuff at home?
Yeah, it's kind of one of those cases like it's going to be too big to fit with anything American, and it doesn't fit theme-wise with anything British.
Yeah.
So it just was a case. There's no point in bringing it. Besides, it's kind of got some things broken off on it anyway, so I'm thinking maybe possibly just on selling that.
Yeah.
I mean, if it was actually a track cleaning caboose, I probably would have kept it, but it isn't. So
track cleaning caboose. Somewhere I got a couple of those around here,
including the brake van.
Yeah,
I
actually used that at the module show we did last month. I had that running around.
Oh, nice. Using it with Rosie, I'm assuming?
Yeah. James didn't have the power to pull it, and I didn't have anything else DCC.
You need to get yourself some liquid gravity in him.
Yeah. I'll save that for when I put a decoder in.
There.
I'm actually curious.
Probably could fit some in the smoke box area to get rid of the iMac.
I was kind of planning on that because I pulled the iMac out of Rosie too.
It just creates.
I think because I did end up putting weight in the smoke box.
I think it just ends up creating too much needless stress on the motor.
Yeah.
With that iMac.
Well, I mean, at the same time, it's kind of a novelty. It's not really something I see of that much importance.
Mm-hmm.
But I suppose we are going to head off here in another few minutes. I know I said that a while ago.
Yeah, you already said that before.
Yeah. Well, the spin cycle joined, plus we got talking about some other stuff, and I mean, granted, that's happened in the past. We're getting ready to head off, and all of a sudden, oh no, we get started on another topic. But yeah, I mean, overall, I'd say pretty decent.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, like I was saying, just to give a quick recap over something I was talking about earlier there. Tomorrow we're going to be heading to Y-Bridge Hobbies in Oil City to meet up with Jesse, the owner. Run trains on the layout, hang out at the hobby shop. Probably going to buy a few things if there's anything there that we're interested in. Or
if he's got some Pittsburgh and Shama or Genesee, Wyoming stuff, he's probably going to buy it, or maybe some Bowser stuff.
I mean, I know he has, what is it, Providence and Worcester, I think.
Oh, that's the Australia, isn't it?
No, I think up in Canada or something like that. But yeah, I mean, he's got locomotives that are in the G&W paint scheme, but they're not, like.
Don't drag me into this. You're about too late. You're already been dragged in.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's one of those deals. There's something up there that I want that's reasonably priced, which I think Jesse's prices are pretty decent.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, 460 is a good example of that.
Yeah. Poor guy, he only made $20 off of you.
I mean, he had fairly good reason for it, though. He said he needed to move this to make room for some new stock he was getting.
Yeah. Well, I was telling him there, I was curious about that, and next thing I know, he's taking it out of the case, throwing it on the layout, and beautiful.
Yeah, he was really trying to sell it to you, man.
Yeah. I just didn't need, but very beautiful nonetheless.
And now you're jealous because I own it.
Nah, I wouldn't say I'm jealous.
Well, you want yourself a 460, though.
No, I can buy one for a lot less on eBay, but it ain't that great.
Yeah, it's not going to be as good as a Broadway.
I'm trying to remember who the manufacturer is. They did a 460, but there's like really no detail to it. I think it's possibly like a model from the 70s, 80s.
It could be like Mantua or something like that.
I don't know, but definitely not as nice as that.
Definitely not.
But yeah, like I was saying, we're going to be heading to Y-Bridge tomorrow. Going to be out of here early in the morning because we want to get there right when the place opens. And then we're going to be hanging around there till I think a little before 4 o'clock. After that, we're leaving, heading to get dinner, and then we're going over to the Clarion Club. Probably check out the hobby shop over there as well, and see what they got going on. But that's basically the plans for tomorrow. Going to be a busy day. Not going to be home all day, but hopefully it'll be fun. Trying to think if there's anything else. I think that's basically, we've talked about and showed everything we wanted to.
Yeah, it's not like I brought my Hornby Murdoch or anything.
Yeah. Is that still under your bed? Oh wait,
no, it's in my closet.
I shouldn't have given away the location.
I was thinking of bringing it, but nah.
Well, that's not digital.
We could have fit one.
Does it have a socket?
I believe it does have a socket. So, I mean, as long as you can easily put a socket in, I really wouldn't mind putting DCC in it.
Yeah.
Because if you have to modify the wiring, then it's not worth it.
I mean, really, in a lot of cases, I think it's just a matter of unsoldering what's there, putting the decoder in, and then if you want to revert it back, unsolder the decoder, take it out, and there you go.
Yeah, the problem is a lot of collectors will actually look at stuff under a magnifying glass and stuff like that.
So they're gonna.
It's been somebody's tampered with this.
So they're going to look at the solder joins
exactly
and whine and complain about it.
I mean, they're going to even look at the tires on the wheels. They're going to see if it's got any scratches on it. See if the factory lubrication's still there. Things like that. It's crazy.
I could say something, but I don't want to get demonetized.
It's kind of stupid how crazy,
Well, that's why I know Douglas. I think he got a Thomas and Percy, Hornby Thomas and Percy, but were sold under Marklin, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And he was saying about you look at the wheels on them, they're unused. But I don't know.
I was kind of curious about those, but I think they're literally just the same thing as the Hornby models.
I think they run off of AC though.
I think so too. Yeah.
So you wouldn't be able to run them on.
Well, the body shells are from Hornby, but then I think the chassis are Marklin.
Yeah. I don't know. One of these days, if Douglas ever decides to
come by, he should bring them down.
Yeah,
so
I'd be curious to check them out. That's what another nice thing. I mean, this is bringing back some good memories. Not last year, the year before there, me and YouTuber NZR doing, well, he's Zack Attack these days. We went to Doolittle's there, mess around with layouts and such. He brought along his Hornby Duck, his Hornby Diesel, and I think he also had his Bachman Mavis model with him. But he was saying those models there, they hadn't run in the longest time, and it was great to get them on the track and play with them.
For sure.
Doolittle's is practically nothing but a memory now.
Yeah.
But I suppose we've gone 10 minutes past when I said we were going to sign off, but I think we're going to go ahead and do that now here. So
sounds
I don't know.
good.
You got anything last minute or?
Well, if I had anything else to show, probably maybe show it in a later stream.
Yeah.
If we do another one.
Well, I'm still thinking Friday, try to do one, just depends. Either way, regardless, as I said before, there is going to be another one here sometime this week. Just not exactly sure when at the moment. But I think we're going to go ahead and head off now. I want to thank everyone for tuning in. Thank you for your continued support and viewership for myself and the channel. You get the opportunity, head over to Eddie's channel, check him out as well. We'll be posting throughout the week. As far as I know, on my channel and my other pages, I'll be posting stuff. I don't know so much about Eddie, but
I mean, I'll probably throw some videos together when I get home. Yeah.
But check his channel out, see what he's got going on, and go ahead and hopefully catch you here in another stream later this week.
Yep.
All right, then, folks. Take care. Catch you on the flip side.
Ta-ra.